It's Grim. Thank you all for being here on the stream. And yeah, we got a lot to talk about. So thank you guys for being here because War Games went well, in my opinion. Here is your winner. Here is your winner, Grim. Guys, thank you all for being here. Thank you for subscribing, watching, tapping the bell, turning on the notifications. And I appreciate the fact that you all watched War Games. Andy Slim, my member. You guys are all here. You guys are ready to hear me talk about my plan. What's up, Mark the Shark? You guys are ready to hear me and my plan for what's next here at GTS. What's next now that the YouTube title has been stolen? What's next now that the Intercontinental title has been stolen? What's next that the United States title has been stolen? And what's next that the tag team titles have been stolen? Thank you, Andy. Yes, I should have kept the belt. Arg dang, War Games were awesome. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. And like I said, here is your winner, me. I came out on top, sole survivor. And you know, the thing is, a lot of people didn't realize, or maybe it just didn't catch on, that, yeah, it was a sole survivor match, only one winner. Even if a team survived, if me and Ice-T survived and beat Bravo, then me and Ice-T had to face each other for the title. So you know, a lot of people were saying, one of the big controversies I wanted to talk about, and that was with Tony Cini. Jordan Wilco, 3 words for the invaders. Eat it, yeah. Thank you, Jordan. And Hayu, thank you. Hey, Grim, it's Joe from Massachusetts. Eat it, yeah. Thank you, Hayu, for the super chat. If you guys want to send in super chats to highlight something that you guys want to ask me, and again, the more the super chat is, the more in detail I'll go into it. But right now, thank you guys for being here. Right now, like I said, I want to talk about the Tony Cini situation because that has been the most glaring thing. That has been the number one question on everybody's mind, and the number one criticism thrown at me is during the War Games match, why didn't I get in there and stop Tony Cini from being pinned when my number was up? And here comes Grim. But you know what was happening? As my number was dinging and as I was being introduced into the match, the Team Bravo was finishing off Tony Cini with something. And I got caught for a second. And my instincts kicked in. If you remember, just a few weeks ago, Tony Cini stood in the middle of that ring and he said to me, we could work together in War Games, but you're going to get what's coming to you. I said, I don't want what's coming to me. Remember? And then I went to Fran. And I said, can you talk to Tony? Because I don't want what's coming to me. Then you know what? I never heard anything about it. Nobody came to me and said, you know, you're not going to get what's coming to you. They all said, oh, we're going to work together in the cage. Oh, yeah. But you know what I never heard out of Tony Cini's mouth? Grim, you can trust me. I never heard those words out of his mouth. Ice-T told me that. And you want to know something? Not for nothing, but when Ice-T says it, I believe it. Ice-T, he hasn't really snaked me, you know? If anything, I was the shitty one in that situation with Ice-T, and that's why I said I apologize. But Tony Cini, no. And like I said, so now, did I trust on my team? Yeah, I have to. I got to trust that he's on my team. I got to trust he's part of the War Games team, and he's part of fighting off these invaders to make sure that at least one of them doesn't walk out of War Games with the championship. I believed in him. And he said he could do it. But here's the thing. He also said I was going to get what's coming to me. So I had to say, well, wow, what if I'm in that cage with Tony Cini and I get what's coming to me? You guys seen where the match went from there. Had I broke up that pin and Tony Cini not get pinned, then maybe even Jungle Jim would have got eliminated. And then it would have been Grim, Ice-T Curtis, Tony Cini, and Jungle Jim all battling it out for the YouTube title. After destroying all those other guys. Steve Buckley, what's up, Grim? Hope you get the belts back. Thank you for joining as a member for the next 6 months. Big time. Thank you, guys. Put a round of applause in the chat for Steven Buckley and the big 6-month sign up as a member. Appreciate the hell out of you, bro. So the real thing that happens here, right now, is the Invaders don't have the hardcore title. Yes, Jordan, that is correct. It's the one title GTS still has is the hardcore title. But good luck finding Vince Series Jr. So now think about it. My brain goes through a million thoughts a second as I'm about to get into War Games. Tony Cheney's getting finished off, and he's about to get pinned. Oh, God, and there's Louie. Friggin' Louie is a goddamn member of the channel, but he's a fucking invader. All right, so let me set this back. Let me back this back up here. I'm about to enter the War Games. Tony Cheney's being finished off by the Invaders, and they may have him pinned, right? E-Money was standing right there ready to strike. If I got in that cage risking myself, who hasn't even been in the fight yet, risking myself to try to save Cheney, only to get attacked immediately by E-Money because he would have been on me like fucking fat kid on cake. You know what I'm saying? E-Money was right there. He would have been on me. Hey, Graham, did you see Giant Leather got face-to-face with Zilla Fatu at Fourth Rope Wrestling? Thank you, Darkhold. Thank you for the super chat. And yes, I did see that, and we'll talk about that in a second. So number one, my first thought was E-Money's going to attack me. And then, oh, shit. I'm going to get hurt. I'm going to get injured trying to save Tony Cheney. Team Bravo didn't steal all the champions, Graham. You still had the GTS Heavyweight Championship. Well, the GTS Heavyweight Championship was combined with the legendary YouTube title. So really, it's gone. If you get the US title strap back and you put it on a blue strap, that would actually look really cool, man. Thank you, Tiger Hawk, for that. So Tony Cheney's getting finished off. E-Money Millie is standing right there, about to attack me. If I risk myself for Tony Cheney, only to save Tony Cheney, to then have to face him later? Hey, Jesse, what's up? Only to have to face him in the end. Tony Cheney's been hitting the fucking gym. I don't know if you guys seen Tony Cheney lately, but he's fucking built. He's like TV size quality, big ass wrestler. He scooped up Louis Jr. 450-pound sack of shit, Louis Jr. Tony Cheney scooped him up on his shoulders like fucking John Cena. Okay? The motherfucker's been in the gym. And you think I want to go up against that in the end? When he's getting finished off right there in front of my face? I made an executive decision. Let Tony Cheney be eliminated. Boo, bad guy Graham. Boo, bad guy Graham, bad guy Graham, bad guy Graham. Hold up! Did Tony Cheney once tell me I can trust him and that he's not going to attack me in that cage? Hold up! Did Tony Cheney assure me that, you know, he's not going to fucking turn on me? Not going to make sure I get eliminated? I have to put my ass on the line to save a guy that can't even trust? Would you consider a light heavyweight title bringing back the hardcore title? The hardcore title will be back by Christmas Chaos. It has to be. It's on the line. And the light heavyweight title, no. Because we have light heavyweights that have been the heavyweight champ, and I love it. So, no. So, yeah, I made the executive decision, and we will talk about Giant Leather in a few minutes. I made the executive decision going into War Games to allow Tony Cheney to be sacrificed for the team. Okay? Because now they have... Team Bravo's got this confidence. We just eliminated Tony Cheney. And what did I do? I went crazy on them. I started messing them all up. Oh, the new belt. Maybe I didn't mention. When we hit $50 in donos, I will open the new belt. With a big announcement, by the way. But yeah, it was a necessary sacrifice. And like I said, because I think if Tony Cheney was still in there, we would have cleaned house. We would have cleaned house. And then it would have had to go on to the end. I don't know if Ice-T would have gotten eliminated by Bravo. Because, you know, Ice-T eliminated E-Money. You know, would have, I wouldn't have had, I have this idea. He wanted to do something. I wanted to do something. How much more donos do we need? 30, I don't know. I'm bad at math. $50. We're at 27. I'm bad at math. 23? 23. We're almost there. Yeah, and then we're going to open the belt at 50. Brett, I was very worried that Tony Cheney was going to turn heel on me. I was very concerned that if I got in there, I would have to face him in the end because it was a sole survivor event. If Team GTS won and we eliminated all of Team Bravo, there's still Ice-T Curtis, Grim, Tony Genie, and Jungle Jim. Do you know what would have happened? I would have had to face all of them. Maybe they would have let me get eliminated. You ever see? Name me one time that I've been getting jumped by the invaders that they all came to help me. They don't. They all let me get my ass kicked. They all stand there and watch. They don't cheer for me when Grim's hulking up and Grim's going crazy and Grim's about to win. Team GTS isn't cheering me on. Emily does. Mark does. But I don't see Tony Genie going crazy for me. I don't see Ice-T Curtis going crazy for me. They're not cheering me on. I'm cheering them on. I've put them over many times. But they're not cheering me on. So if they're not cheering me on, how do I trust them? They haven't finished off. I have confidence in myself that I can get in that cage and kick ass. I can get in there and win. So, of course, yes. Okay, bad guy Grim, I let Tony Genie be eliminated. Do something. It was an executive decision for my own safety and benefit. It's a match. It was a fucking wrestling match. It wasn't personal. It was a wrestling match. When we hit 50 donos, I will unveil the belt. Reveal. I meant reveal, and I was going to say unveil and reveal, and I said unveil. I will unveil the belt. Tony Genie was a necessary sacrifice. That's right, one sheepy. Okay, so in the meantime, while we wait for that next dono, we're going to talk about what the dono earlier was. It was a big one. I want to talk about Giant Leather on Fourth Rope Wrestling confronting Zilla Fatu. Zilla Fatu is Umaga's son. There's actually a picture going all over Twitter today and Instagram of I guess they added face paint and hair of Umaga to Zilla and they look like twins. You know, what belt do I have? Oh, fuck around and find out. When we open it, you'll see what belt's in here. It's a new belt for GTS. Wolfpack always has my back. Well, thank you, Mark. And thank you, Mark. But yeah, I'm disappointed in that, which I'll talk to in a second. Remind me, guys, I got to talk about Mark. But I got to talk about Giant Leather first because, yeah, huge news. It was all over the media just a few weeks ago, the wrestling media, that Giant Leather was at Fourth Rope Wrestling, which was right here in Jackson, New Jersey at Six Flags. And he confronted Zilla Fatu, which is major. And it was viral clip. It went everywhere. And the thing is, Giant Leather, doesn't normally live around here. He's far away. So I hope they bring him back. I hope he comes back because if he's back in this area, bet your bottom dollar he's going to be back on GTS. So, but as I said, I don't know. He was just flown in for that one special event. If he'll be flown in regularly. But with Giant Leather's in the area, we got to put out the Giant Leather signal and suck him in and bring him back. Okay. So, all right, Mark Garofalo. I'm glad you're here. I don't know if Emily Saxon's in the chat or not, but Belt-Fed Wolfpack. All right, so right before War Games, we're put on the spot by the business manager Vex that the tag team titles need to be defended. And I'm like, you can't do this to me right before War Games. Me, Doo-Hop, Belt-Fed are the tag champs. Me and Vince Series won them. Grim and Vince Series are the official recognized tag champs, but as Belt-Fed, as a team, we can all, defend the titles as Freebirds. So, I'm there and I'm saying, well, I don't want to defend. I have to worry about War Games. Doo-Hop doesn't want to defend. He's worried about War Games. So what are we going to do? What are we going to do? All of a sudden, who else from Belt-Fed can defend? I don't want Cheney to do it. I didn't want Ice-T to do it. I didn't want Jungle Jim to do it. Ice-T and Tony Cheney aren't even in Belt-Fed. They're just part of the War Games team. So who's going to defend these belts? All of a sudden, Emily and Mark, who have just fucking forced their way into Belt-Fed, which they're not in Belt-Fed. They're never officially in Belt-Fed. But then they said, we're Belt-Fed Wolfpack. And I said, well, is it within the rules to let Belt-Fed Wolfpack defend the titles on behalf of Belt-Fed? So we can all get through the rules. Because otherwise, they're going to get stripped. And then God knows the fucking invaders could get them. Right? And I'm like, fine. I'm accepting of it, but not accepting of it. The thought's in my head, but I'm not accepting of it. If we get 50 donos, I will reveal the belt. The new belt that's in here and what we're going to be doing with it. However, Emily Saxton and Mark, you know, Emily is just so goddamn excited about herself all the time. She's like, I can do this, I can do this. She gets so ahead of herself that she doesn't fucking realize, well, wait, now you're putting the fucking title on the line against the returning. You're putting the belt on the line against a returning Tiny Turd. That's right. Joe Wolf is back, the tiniest turd. And all of a sudden, Tiny Turd is back. And he grabs Lola's right here, you fucking Brussels sprout. Lola Martinez. And Lola and Tiny Turd get in there. And win? And win? Emily! Mark! You should be ashamed of yourself. Booze in the chat for losing to Tiny Turd. Oh, okay. Maybe in the past I've lost to Tiny Turd because he's a cheating little fuck. That's why we call him Tiny Turd. He's a turd. But yeah, Emily and Mark screwed Belt Fed out of the tag team titles. And the thing is, you know, Team Bravo is trying to take over GTS. Team Bravo is trying to start his own fucking thing. He's trying to say that they don't work for GTS and they don't have to put the belts on the line in Christmas Chaos. Fuck you. Yes, you do. Fuck you. Fight us and defend them in the fight before Christmas. Technically, that's what I'm saying. I got this to combat the bullshit that you fuckers want to do. And as soon as we hit 50 in the donos, it will be revealed. Because we do have a new title. And the new title will be revealed. Because I know people want to see it. I should actually write that on here. I wish I had a pen. I wish I had a pen. Don't I have a pen anywhere around here somewhere? No, nothing. A fucking marker. Fucking blood. I'll scrape it in my blood. They cuffed me. Yeah, I saw Mark. They cuffed you. So Mark and Emily lose inside of the fucking cage and lose the belts to Tiny Turd and fucking Lola Martinez. Oh my God, I'm going to drop everything. There it all goes. Fuck everything, guys. I swear to God. That's, if you want to know how my life goes, it's like that. Trying to do one thing and break 4 things. I hate it here. I'm coming back in here. And now we're going to set up a very special reveal. We're going to write on this. Wait, am I backwards? Fuck, I'm backwards. So if I got to write it backwards then. So we got to do, let's see. I hope I'm doing this right. And then I got to put dono backwards. Wait. It would be D-O-N-O. I don't know. Let's see how this looks. You guys. I think I did it! The dollar sign's backwards. Oh, well, who cares? But a $50 dono, and we will open it. Well, if we hit 50, because we're at 27. So really, we only need 23. But, so I'm going to sit here, and I'm going to do this, and we're going to talk, and I'll react until we hit the fucking thing, and then we'll reveal it. Yes, I did the dollar sign backwards. I have autism, leave me alone. Quit picking on me. You can't pick on me, bro. I might have did the N backwards too. No, I don't know. Is that N backwards? I don't know. I'm also dyslexic, so. Okay, so yeah, so we're gonna reveal this belt when we hit 50, and then the other thing is we were talking about the War Games and what's next. Okay, so the tag titles are lost. There we go. Thank you, Drago. Just put us that much closer. We are now $17 away. Getting close. Thank you guys for watching the vlog. Jordan just said the vlog yesterday was awesome. And I've been doing a lot more vlogging. I've been having a lot more fun vlogging because my life's been a lot better. You know, these last 6 months that I've been with Katie have been a delight. Whoa, and there it is. We just hit it. What's in the box? The real Jason J. Well, you're going to find out because we just hit it. Thank you, guys. But yeah, no, I wanted to talk about the vlog and what Jordan said real quick before I cut into this. That yes, things have been great between. Whoa, thank you, Mickey the Time Lord. Hi, Grim. I hope you're well, and I also love what you've been able to do with the many years of joy and fun. Thank you, Mickey, for that super chat. I appreciate that. That's a huge super chat. Thank you guys. I really appreciate you guys. You guys make this fun. Like I said, wait, when you guys make this fun, you guys are awesome in the comments. You guys are kicking ass. Watching the videos, interacting. We're just out here fucking killing ourselves for belts and to make you guys go holy shit or ha ha ha. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're out here doing. So we're gonna reveal the box because we hit the super chat. So let's do it. And yeah, that's what I was saying. Like these last 6 months, dude, have been great. Like my mental health has been up and down, but that's to be expected. I've been through a very traumatic event. Going through what I've been going through. You guys know. I don't want to talk about it. But you guys know where I've been. You guys know what I've been through. Crazy to me how I went to AW Full Gear this year. I went to AW Full Gear last year. The people I went with completely different. Like crazy. And I would never have thought. You know what I mean? Like you never know where life's going to take you. And I think that's one of the craziest, awesomest things about life. And when you just look at it as everything's awesome and everything's an experience and I'm just going to roll on to the next thing. Like the law of detachment. Nothing is yours. Everything's an experience. Boom. Just keep rolling. That's life. So, yeah, if you guys, yes, we have a new belt. We're going to reveal the new belt because we did hit the dono threshold. You guys all of a sudden kicked fucking ass and dropped some donos. So we are going to reveal a new belt. So you guys all saw what happened. You guys all saw what happened at War Games, right? I was robbed. And, my first thought as Grim, is, well, what happens when I get robbed? Well, I'll just get a new one. If they stole something, if somebody comes in my house and steals my fucking Enzo Amore doll, like I can go fight them for my Enzo Amore back, or I could say, you stole my Enzo Amore, I'll get another one. Clearly, your poor fucking ass needs it more than I do. My grandmother taught me that, Super Gram. She said, if somebody steals for you, that's because they're a poor loser that clearly needs it more than you do. Drago, thank you. Been watching you since Duhop was using the English accent in your Walmart match. Thank you, Drago. That's fucking awesome, dude. You're awesome. You kick ass. And I thank you for being here, and I thank you so much for the super chats, dude. So like I said, I was robbed. I was robbed at War Games. I'm the legendary YouTube champion. I won it fair and square in the middle of the fucking ring. Y'all saw it. Good guy Grim. I did everything by the book. I did everything good. Okay, we had the little Tony Cini flack, which I talked about in the beginning, where I said I made an executive decision rather than have to trust him and possibly face him. I didn't risk injury trying to fight E-Money to break up the pin when Cini got finished. Cini should have kicked out. Why didn't he kick out? If he was going to continue in the match, why didn't he kick out? Think about it like that, you guys. You're saving something that's already dead. So, but anyway, I won the match fair and square. In the middle of the ring, 1, 2, 3, I'm the new legendary YouTube champion. And then I got robbed. They stole it from me. Those fuckers, they came in, they hit me with a chair from behind, which is the only way anybody could ever get me is from behind. They get me from behind, they hit me with a stomp, they take my fucking thing, and they steal the title. So, who rushes to the rescue? But one of my best friends of all time, Paul Willis. And he says, no, you're the rightful legendary YouTube champion, and therefore I'm going to send you Emergency Rush, because he had this made for himself. He said, I'm going to send you Emergency Rush. I'm going to send you a brand new GTS World Heavyweight Championship. Look at that beautiful title, you guys. What do you think of that, huh? Once in the chat if that's a badass, beautiful GTS World Heavyweight Championship. And as the winner of War Games, I feel that I rightly deserve to walk around with a fucking championship. Fuck you, E-Money Millie. So, your winner of War Games, a new GTS World Heavyweight champion. Cry, haters. Eat it, yeah. But here's the thing. Yes, E-Money may be the GTS legendary YouTube champion. That's the title with all the lineage and everything. This will not cross that. This is a brand new title. This is a brand new title, you guys. This is the GTS World Heavyweight Champion. Okay? And that's me. And I will be forever the GTS World Heavyweight Champion. You want to know why this title will never be defended? This title is never going to leave this room. I'm not going to let those fucking scum of Team Bravo take this too. This is a beautiful championship. And it does not deserve to be held by the likes and filth of Team Bravo. I will get my legendary YouTube title back, and I'll tell you why. Because all right, so E-Money, he's playing both sides of the fence here. E-Money's playing both fucking sides of the fence. You know what this fucking ass is doing? He's like, I don't work for GTS, so I don't have to play by GTS's rules. But then he brings a fucking rematch clause into the steel cage. I thought you didn't play by GTS rules, shitlord. I can't come in here and cry and say, well, gosh, the rematch clause. I invented the fucking rematch clause. It was my goddamn idea. It's my fucking federation. I came up with it. I enacted them. Whenever a champion loses a title, if they can find a fucking pair of lobster claws, they can enact their rematch clause. Anytime, any place, it's like a cash-in. I made that rule. We got to bring back Sex Tips with Seth Trallins. Do I even have a Seth Trallins figure? Whoa, Savage. That belt's dope. I'm glad you're the champ. Fuck Bravo. I fucking... Do you have any idea the hell that I went through in War Games? I got dropped on my fucking head with an angle slam off the top, you guys. You all saw that. I still got the scrapes here. My fucking hands all scraped up. Like, it's all like you could see it. My fucking thumb was smushed. And on top of it, I'm only 4 weeks out of a broken nose. Goddamn right, Jesse. 4 weeks out of a broken nose. And I'm going to win War Games and sit here with no goddamn title? Fuck you, Bravo. Absolutely not. Like I said, I'm the GTS World Heavyweight Champion. And there ain't shit anybody can do about it. There ain't shit anybody can do about it. The GTS Legendary YouTube title will be back. And like I said, that's why I'm talking about E-Money wants to play rematch clause. Well, then guess what? Guess who else has rematch clause, fuckface? Me. Do I have to come to your house and cash in on you in bed? Because I will. Or do you want to fucking show up at the steel cage and go one-on-one with the fat one, E-Money Millie? Because guess what, E-Money? We'll get in that cage, me and you. Because we're leaving it up. Fuck it. GTS Fight Before Christmas. Inside of the solid steel cage. I want you, E-Money, one-on-one. I'm invoking my rematch clause. And if you don't show up, I'll come to your fucking house. Try me. Fuck with me. What's up? What's up? Do something. Mickey the Time Lord. I like that name. That belt is insane. The belt is so beautiful. It feels like it designs a combo of a few belts, and I love the silver on it. Thank you, dude. And thank you for supporting the show. Thank you for the super chats. I think this belt looks fucking sick on me. I'm going to post this up after this, the brand new, declaring myself. And this title will not be on the line ever. I'm not defending it in any, I'm not even bringing it to the yard because I'm not trying to let some fuck steal it from me. This will be my title. And nobody, and I mean nobody, is going to get it from me. And the thing is, like I said, why should I have to walk out of War Games with no title when I had a title? When I won the title, when I won fair and square, I was a sole fucking survivor. I beat everybody. 10 top stars. 10 everybody in there. Let's go down the goddamn list. Everybody in there. Everybody that was in the War Games match. Tony Cheney, former YouTube champion. Ice-T Curtis, former YouTube champion. Jungle Jim, former YouTube champion. Doo-Hop, former YouTube champion. and then me. So we had an entire team, GTS, of former legendary YouTube champions. What they have over there on Team Bravo? Team Bravo just defeated me a week ago. They cheated. They had fucking Vincenzo show up. They cheated. But Bravo's defeated me. Bravo's defeated Doo-Hop. Who else do they have on their team? Jay the Key Evans, a turncoat, but also a former GTS legendary YouTube champion. Joe Wolf, a former GTS legendary YouTube champion. Louis Jr., not a former legendary YouTube champion, but a current GTS Intercontinental champion. And E-Money Millie, the current legendary YouTube champion. So you had 8 of the 10 in that match, former or current GTS legendary YouTube champions. Bravo has held heavyweight titles at other companies. So I beat them all. And then I'm going to get a title stolen from me by E-Money because he cashed in the rematch clause, cheated, hit me from behind. I'd have fought him. If he wanted to cash his rematch clause right there, I'd have beat his ass again. I didn't get to pin E-Money. E-Money has fucking pinned me now twice. I have not get to pin him. And I want my lick back. Goddamn right, E-Money. I want you inside the steel cage at the GTS Fight Before Christmas. Pull up or I'm coming to your house with the claws, motherfucker. I'll chase you down at your shoot job. I'll chase you down at your girlfriend's house. I'll chase you down at whatever fucking weird hangout you go to. I will find you and I will get my legendary YouTube title back because I don't want to bring this beauty to the yard. I don't want to allow the Mark Jeff Bravo the opportunity to take this from me. My buddy Paul Willis made this for me because he knows that I deserve to be a champion. I'm a fighting champion. I've been a fighting champion, and I will always be a fighting champion. I'm 47 fucking years old. Do you guys know that? Thank you, Jordan. Team GTS will win all the belts. Did you know I'm 47 fucking years old? A lot of people don't realize it. I think I'm in my mid-30s, and that's fine. But I'm the same age as CM Punk. Samoa Joe is close in age to me. AJ Styles, John Cena. I'm the same age as those guys. Okay? All in the twilights of their career. But I ain't going anywhere. I ain't retiring. I love this. I don't care if I got to fight just... You guys hear something? I don't care if I have to fight just me and Salvatore Penis. I'm still going to be on here at YouTube videos being a wrestler. So... this will never, ever, 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 ever fall into the hands of Team Bravo. And E-Money and the rest of Team Bravo, that's what we wanted to fight before Christmas. E-Money, I'm challenging you. I want the rematch clause against you, and I'm calling my shot inside the steel cage. But the other titles, too. Francesca wants a rematch against Louis Jr. for that Intercontinental title. Mage lost the United States title when that bitch fuck Adam Bazar turned on us and joined Team Bravo. Can you believe he would fucking do that? What an asshole. So Adam joins fucking Team Bravo. Adam takes the U.S. title because he couldn't beat Mage by himself. He saw that Mage fucking destroyed me at Brewery Brawl. Adam saw what Mage can do and that she's unstoppable. So what did he do? He hired everybody. And we didn't even realize what the fuck was happening. And next thing I know, Mage is in a casket. And she's gone. And she's fucked up. And you know, here's the thing about Mage, okay? Me and Mage went to war at the Brewery Brawl. And we fucked each other up. Like, we fucked each other up. You guys saw it. Wrestling's fake. Wrestling's predetermined. What we fucking did to each other was real, okay? You can't just jump on a girl through a table from Walmart that I bought on the way to the brewery. I bought that table at Walmart. You can go look it up on Walmart.com right now. 6-foot plastic folding table. I bought it at Walmart. I brought it to the brewery. I peeled the fucking sticker off of it as I set it up. Okay? You don't just lay a human being on that, climb up to the top rope, jump on them and flatten them through a table and say, oh, well, it didn't hurt because wrestling's fake. No. I really jumped on this human through a table. I really sit out powerbombed this person on a fucking chair. Okay? This person really punched me in the nose and broke my nose. This person really powerbombed me through a fucking table. I really Fucking gave her the rock bottom without even her giving a jump. I was holding her in midair and fucking rock bottomed her. You know, we fucked each other up. The ladder spots, bro, I fucking went face first into a ladder. I went back first into a ladder. I fucking body slammed her on a ladder. That was all real. There's no faking that. That wasn't some gimmick ladder. That was, as a matter of fact, Mark the Shark Garofalo, dad, comes up to me at the end of the show and says, "You broke my fucking ladder. That was from my shed." I said, "I don't know where the fuck it came from." I said, "Mark said he could get a ladder, and he did." We took Mark the Shark's dad's ladder out of the shed, and I threw Mage through it, and we broke it. She slammed me on it, and we broke it. So dead ass. Me and Mage beat the fuck out of each other, and Mage is a resilient person, and so am I. Okay, but at the same time, we both have injuries that need to be tended to, and honestly, like Mage has now been also injured from this casket match where she was attacked, gang jumped, and tossed into a casket. You see, she was just thrown into a wooden, like just hitting that wood, just that one bump on your head, that would hurt. You know what I'm saying? And she bounced around that thing like a fucking ping pong ball. So you can only imagine the pain. Didn't look like it was that painful. It looked like she was just thrown into a casket, a wood casket on the ground. That sucks for that poor girl to get thrown like that into that casket. And, you know, as I said, she got fucked up. So Mage is going to be taking some time. So we need somebody to step up. Who wants to challenge Adam for the United States title at the goddamn Fight Before Christmas? What tag team wants to step up and challenge Lolo Martinez and Joe Wolf? Because we need the tag titles back on GTS. We need the US title back on GTS. I'm going to get the title back from E-Money. Maybe Ice-T Curtis could challenge Adam for that US title. Because Ice-T's, yeah, I like that. Fight Before Christmas, Ice-T Curtis versus Adam Bizarre for the US title inside of a steel cage. One's in the chat if you like it. And then we can get Mark the Shark and Emily to unembarrass themselves and go after Lola and Joe in the cage for those titles. And whoa, we just got another super chat. Grim, I'm thinking about signing up for Ohio Valley Wrestling. I'm just curious if you won't care if I use your catchphrase to honor you in the ring. You are the reason I'm still in wrestling today. Well, what catchphrase? I have a bunch of them. The thing is, Wyatt, you should always come up with your own thing. Okay, because like if I went into wrestling school and said, "Man, I love Stone Cold Steve Austin, and that's the bottom line because Grim said so," then I'm just a Stone Cold ripoff. I mean, honestly, even the DF thing, we got 3 words for you. Eat it, yeah. We're ripping off DX, you know, and I know it for a certain time they weren't happy about it, you know. Then I think they realized it was more of, again, like you said, like a respect, I loved DX, and that's why I wanted to do DX. I wanted to be in DX. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why we do DF. And I'm going to show some old backyard wrestling videos of me where I was literally DF, wearing a DF shirt, like, and I'm 19 years old in my friend's garage. Like, that was the birth of it, you know? It's like, I don't know. I mean, I do it. Depends what catchphrase you're trying to use. Maybe hit me back with another chat and let me know. You know, like, if you're going to say eat it, yeah, and you're part of DF, then fuck yeah, buy a shirt on Pro Wrestling Tees, join DF, and if you're not down with that, we got 3 words for you. Eat it, yeah. I'm on Grimm's DF. You know, make sure you shout me out. Eat it, yeah, is the one. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you know, say, you know, I'm with Grimm and DF and eat it, yeah, you know? Like, because people are going to know where it's from. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want to look like a ripoff, but if you want to be part of DF, then yeah, I mean, as long as you're not doing horrible things, you know, but... you know, you can't go and say, yeah, I'm this big racist wrestler, I'm in DF. You're kicked out of DF if we find out about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we want, you know, DF values. You know what DF is. You know what DF stands for, what DF has always stood for, right here on YouTube. You know? Well, Mel just said, been watching you since 2012. Isn't that crazy? As I say, when people say how long you've been on YouTube, I'm like, I don't even fucking remember. It was, I don't even know how long. I started making videos in the fall of 2011. It's the fall of 2025. 14 years. GTS Wrestling has been 12 years. Harry Flynn, yeah, has been watching since 2011, and I know you have, Harry, because I remember seeing your friggin' name, Harry Flynn. And it's funny because, like, there's a real life Harry Flynn in my life, and I always thought that it was, but it's not. You're your own Harry Flynn. You're not the Harry Flynn from my life. So, yeah, huge fan. Thank you, guys. And then Jordan Wilco, the member. I remember the RKO you did on Doo-Hop at the park. That was Doo-Hop's first video, right? Don't you guys think we should do, like, look-back videos? I want to do look-back videos for sure, especially like that. And like I said, I showed it on my other channel. I don't know if you guys saw it. I did a video looking back on a match that I had done at a backyard match against an old friend back in 2000 or 1999. I don't even remember what year. And bro, like, yeah, it was the same shit. It's GTS Origins, bro. It's just me 27 years ago. It was crazy. Scalper vids, right? Scalper vids. Look back on those. Remember he shot up? He was shooting me as I was running out of the house like it was Home Alone. Thank you, Josh. He said I'm the GOAT of YouTube, and I appreciate that, dude. Like, I had a TikTok go viral the other day. It was the one where I was showing the 2 Ember Moons that I hid from Heel Life 8 years ago and forgot about them. I found them. I'm like, oh, I hid these from my ex-wife 8 years ago. Here they are. I'm not even with her. You know, now I'm allowed to bring them into my own house. I live here by myself. And even if Katie was here, even if my girlfriend was here, she loves figures. She doesn't get mad at me. So that video went viral, and it was so many people in the comments saying like, oh, remember the old vids? I remember you. I haven't seen you. I can't believe you still make videos. It was almost like, well, you're all subscribed to me and you all watched my vids. Like, yeah, okay, I get not everybody watches every video every single day. I know some of you that do are fucking awesome. You're the cool kids club. But, you know, the casuals, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they pop in or they binge watch 3 or 4 videos at the end of the week kind of thing. I know people do that. But, like, when they say that they forgot about me or that they didn't know I still make videos, like, what happened? Did all these platforms suppress me? Like, you know what I'm saying? What do you mean you don't see me anymore? And I never stopped. I never stopped. The longest I stopped making videos for was a week when I was in the hospital. And that was in 2020, the beginning of 2020. I spent a week in the hospital and I didn't make videos. And I wanted to, but they wouldn't let me. It was a mental hospital. It wasn't like, if I was just in a regular hospital bed getting my appendix out, what's up, everybody? It's Grim. They just took my appendix out. I'd fucking do that, and you know I would. Mac Attack, looking forward to being trained by you eventually. My first real student is Mage. And I brought in Mage, long-term wrestling fan, and said, you know, she wanted to learn and wanted to be part of GTS and all that kind of stuff. And, you know, the other people taught her things too, you know. Tarzan, I know, was teaching her some things. Tony Cheney has been running training at GTS. You know, and other people at GTS too. Everybody, you know, kind of lends a hand. But, like, I consider her like my first student, you know. And you know, saying like, this is the person I could say, like, I trained you and I brought you to a big match. I brought you, you know, in front of all those people, the brewery, and to put on that match. And again, dude, that match, to be real, was called on the fly because that's how I wrestle. I know a lot of today's wrestlers, they plan out, you know, match move by move, punch by punch, sequence by sequence. It's an entire itinerary of a match. And I'm like, I can't do that. My memory does not work. I'll get in there and be like, I forgot everything. You know, I need to know like a beginning, a middle, you know, maybe there's a couple big things that happen in the match, obviously. You got to plan something. But for the most part, like me and Mage, like I said, we knew what we wanted to do. We practiced what we wanted to practice. We knew, you know, and then it was, okay, now it's this. Okay, now it's that. You know, it was what felt right at the time, you know? And the table, me jumping on her through the table, that wasn't supposed to happen at all. That was really on the fly. I was like, you know what? I want to do fucking Grim Airlines. Let's fucking go. She'll kick out. And she did. She kicked out of fucking Grim Airlines, which is crazy. No one kicks out of Grim Airlines. Jordan, thank you. Psycho Dad, great chemistry we have. Yes, as I said, me and Mage had great chemistry in the ring. And that was like, you know, her best match. And honestly, one of my favorite matches, probably my favorite live match of all time, because like I said, I explained this before. It checked off so many things for me that were important to me, you know. Doing a hardcore style match, getting reactions, doing it in front of a large amount of people. Real quick, I want to put the belt down and show you guys something else. The Coliseum collection figures. I had to take them out of their boxes so I could Coliseum. Worst joke of all time. But here they are. Oh, fuck. No, don't fall on the floor, fuckers. Jesse the Body Ventura. Discount code GRIM saves 10% at WrestlingFigures.com. And we got... It's opening on me. King Kong Bundy. These figures, you could just open them and kind of keep the cards. Like they don't... You're not ripping it off the card. You're just sliding it off. They slide right back in. You can open them, play with them, and then put them back on the box, which is so cool. The only thing they don't have is they don't have a hook to hang them on the wall. Why? But the Coliseum collection kicks ass, bro. Bunch of old school action figures, the Ultimate Editions and stuff. Discount code GRIM saves 10% at WrestlingFigures.com. And then, there's more. Because guess what else we got? We got 6 with the Cruiserweight title. I unboxed these in the vlog on the other channel. If you go check that out. Disciple. Great Muta. And Hollywood Brother. We got some sick-ass figures from WrestlingFigures.com. So don't forget to check that out using discount code GRIM at checkout to save 10%. And then, the other thing I wanted to show you guys was this belt. Look at this. Dun, 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 dun. You guys remember this belt. This belt was used shortly on the show. First won by Philly Mike in a unification match at Suck-a-Slam inside of a steel cage. I've had this belt for a long time. It's like the Attitude Era GTS Championship. And I also have like a Winged Eagle GTS Championship. And I don't ever want to use them on GTS. Like, I want to keep these as my personal, beautiful titles. You know what I'm saying? I think I do have no, I think I might have sold it. I went through like 2 years ago, we went through some tough financial times, and I sold a bunch of belts. The views were real low, and to keep the show going, I sold a bunch of the belts, and it kept the show going. And then other things popped the views, and then we were back. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like I said, dude, it's just like WWE, man. They just had their biggest Netflix Raw ever because John Cena was on and he's retiring. And what was I going to say? And it popped back up because the views have been shit lately, and same thing here. Sometimes if the GTS views are shit, it's like, well, we need to have something better going on here. You know what I'm saying? If we want people to watch this. What the fuck happened? I know. I'm so confused. The super chat price went down. I know it was well over 100 something, and now it's only at 92. Did somebody cancel it? Can you cancel a super chat or get a refund? That's crazy. Whatever. But we got the new title. I thank you guys for being here on the stream. I'm going to be getting out of here in a few minutes. I got to go do a rant video for the Grimm's Toy Show channel, which is another fucking awesome thing. If you guys want to know about where are they now, go to my Grimm's Toy Show channel and check out. I made 2 videos, a part 1 and a part 2. And I'm going to do a part 3. But also tonight, I want to talk about the John Cena final opponent situation. I want to talk about Becky Lynch and her allegations today. Becky Lynch put out some crazy shit today. And I'm going to go talk about that in a rant video. So I'm going to go make a rant video. I'm going to post that up on Grimm's Toy Show tonight. So go check that out. And then Where Are They Now? Part 3 will probably be tomorrow on the rant channel for Thanksgiving. Obviously, there will be no GTS tomorrow, but I probably will go live on Grimm Experience tomorrow. Thanksgiving. We like going live on Thanksgiving. I've done live on Thanksgiving the past couple Thanksgivings, and it's been fun. So I hope you guys tune in for that. And I thank you guys so much for being here. I thank you guys so much for money from the Brewery Brawl show coming in handy. Thank you, Troy, for being a member. Wait, let me check my notes because I know there's one more thing that I might have to talk about. Hold on. Check the notes. Checking the notes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Rules. Okay, so this was my thing to E-Money, right? They want to play follow the rules, and they want to say, well, these are the rules of GTS, the rematch clause, and all that stuff. Then yes, they have to defend the titles. They have to defend the titles against us at the fight before Christmas, right? But E-Money has said that the only way he would even accept that is that if any of them are to lose their belts, that they're allowed to be in Christmas Chaos. You think we should have let them even be in Christmas Chaos if we beat them for the belts when they don't want to be in it and defend their belts? No. Fuck you guys. Come up with something else. Right? Yeah, they're cowards. I agree. Team Bravo are cowards, and they go fuck themselves. And I just wanted to say, I'm not walking out of here without a championship. So if you guys missed it earlier, I declared myself the GTS World Heavyweight Champion. This will not be a show defended title. It's me. This is what I won. This is who I am. This is what I win because I'm kicking ass in life. I'm kicking ass in the steel cage. I won War Games and I deserve a belt. This is like the War Games belt. I won this in War Games. It's my title. Everybody else can go fuck themselves. Thank you, Mac Attack, for the super chat. I'm getting the fuck out of here. And if you're not down with that, we got 3 words for you. Eat it. Yeah. Thank you guys so much. I'm going to log off. How do I do this?